Are we together, sis? Okay, so everyone, vamene tiyanganira kusogolo. Naimwe alo plus vintu hivi movies wakudala. Olo TV bweresa movies wakudala. I think I'm right, eh? You know them in advance. Actually, you know more than what we are going to share this afternoon. Yeah, we just see number one. But of course, a family composes of one or two people, parents and a child. That's a family. It can be one or two people, it's a family, or more than that. We know what a family is all about. And then sometimes, yes, a family of a group of two or more individuals that are related by marriage. We know all about that. Let's move on. A home, this is a quotation from the Spirit of Prophecy. I got it from the Spirit of Prophecy. According to Sister White, she says, society is composed of families and is what the heads of families make it. Out of the hearts are the issues of life, and the heart of the community, of the church, and of the nation is a what? Household. Very serious. The heart of the community, the church, a nation, comes from the household. When you talk about the junks, where do they come from? The junkies. Where do they come? Do they drop from heaven? No way. They come from what? Household. If we have junkies in our families, what do you expect? The community of what? Junkies. If we have junkies in the church, but not in the church. Do we have junkies in the church? Are there junkies in the church? We. Church. Musapeleka ma junkies muno. So there it is. Yes. The heart of the community. Chawama, Kanyama, Kabwata, and the church, and the nation Zambia is the household. If you have a divided household, expect a divided what? A divided what? Community. A divided church. So this is very simple. The foundation of the society and the foundation of the church comes from the family. If you have a drunkard from a family, what do you expect? A drunkard what? Community. A drunkard church, and finally a nation. That is from Sister White. Let's move on. Yes. A well-being of the society, the success of the church, the prosperity of the nation depend upon what? Upon what? Home influence. Very serious. That's from the Adventist Home, page 15, paragraph 1. That's why families mabanja tienera kupempera tiena kunkala wogwirizana should be united. Yes. You know these things. Let me continue. The elevation of deterioration of the future of society will be determined by the manners and the morals of the youth growing up around us. Serious. That's Sister White. Yes. The deterioration of the future of the society will be determined by the manners and the morals of the youth growing around us. If the youth dresses indecently, even in the church, you see it. Okay? We move on. the dangerous communities of Lusaka. Tell me, which are some of the dangerous communities of Lusaka? Eh? Do we have dangerous communities in Lusaka? Number one. Number one in Ichan. Chivolia. Number two. Kabwata. Mrs. Yeah, I was a pastor for Kanyama Mission District. Where I pastored that district for 6 years. It was not easy. 6 years. Hey, you had to sweat. 6 years pastoring that district. So one day, I think we are coming from here going to Chivoria. That now it's called the Remnant SDA Church. That road from the robots, Baja, Ukukuli Chanich. What school is this? Is it Chivoria one? You remember that time that road was very bad. It was untarred. You remember that time? Yes. So it was just after the rains. So I was coming from home and passing through, going to Remnant. And there are a lot of pools of water there. Pools of water here and there. So these, our friends from there, we don't want to call them junkies and whatever. They are people made in the image of what? So they blocked the road and there were, pools of water here. So as I was coming, driving, so they were stopping. Whoever wanted to pass through there, you must pay. You must what? Pay. If you don't have anything to pay, you'll be apprehended. So I stopped. So when they looked at me, said, boss, yeah, kangono chapi boss. Chapi kangono boss. Then someone looked at me and said, awa ni wapasta watu hawa. Ibwe. Awa ni wapasta watu hawa. From that place. No, it's okay, Babusa. Pitani chapi. Yeah, those are some of the things. So see, yes, you are right. This is the thing. Survival in a dangerous what? Community. So we are saying family comes from the community. But still in that place, we have God's children. We have what? God's children. Very committed elders and leaders. They are in those places. Yes. Dangerous community. Do you remember this man? You remember this man here? This one. Which place is this? Who can tell? What place is this? Dangerous community. Nikutuku. Nikwamene kuchivolya huku. Mnyama tai yamele muone. Inalipo one day. Ndiye inali boss kuja kumala. Yes. So what are we talking about? Why is there indecence or indecent dressing among the youth in the church from the family? Now, I want us to discuss. I want to hear from you your views, your say. Why is it that we have that challenge? Coming from the family of the elder, coming from the family of the pastor, I'm not exempted. Are we together? Coming from the family of God's servants. By the way, pastors are not angels. Are we together? We are not what? Someone wants to. We are God's servants. I can give you biblical support on that point. And one of the biblical support I can tell you, the prophet of God, by the name of what was his name? The one who is found in the book of Samuel. Samuel. So yes, but Samuel, the elder, I read from the book of 1 Samuel chapter 8, when there was confusion in Israel. So the priests and the leaders and the rest, they said, we are tired to be led by you. You have led us all the way from that side up to where you are. Actually, you are very old, finished. You are no longer energetic and powerful. But we want a new king. You want a what? A new king. And they proposed the king. Then Samuel was upset. Said, you tell me I am finished and I cannot lead the church all the way from there. And God is listening. God is what? Listening the discussion. And he tried to defend himself as a man of God. Are we together, said? I am trying to support my point when I said pastors, elders. Are we together? Finally, the Bible says God heard. God what? Heard. He said, Samuel, please don't argue with these people. They have not rejected you. They have actually rejected who? Me. So the thing is, let them go ahead with the king they are looking for. So, but then these people said, actually, you, Samuel, you are okay. But your children, but your what? A problem. They cannot lead us. Even after you. We cannot depend on them. That is it. That's why I'm saying, even us. We do our part. Actually, even the Bible says, as a parent, try to do your best to train a child while still what? Young. So I do believe that Samuel did his part as a man of God, training his children from even before conception. The child training does not begin when the child is born, according to the spirit of prophecy, especially to the ladies. A training of a child begins at conception. Are we together? At what? Conception. When the life starts beginning there, things are forming. A mother should be a disciplined what? A woman. So when they grew up, then they said, So, that's why I'm saying, why is it that our young people, the dress code today from the family of God's people has gone viral, have gone, it's uncontrollable today. Am I communicating in saints of God? Now, let's get your views, beloved, before we can give the counsel as a family life. Are we together? Family life, we are not just looking at we need to look into all the angles. May I have 2 hands from this side? And these hands should come from the youth. Or from our parents, our leaders who are here. Before the elder comes in. It's a short presentation, of course, then we will break into groups. Yes, please. Anyone wants to? Yes, beloved sister, we can give her a mic. She's down there. Yes. Where is the mic? Oh, there's another hand this side. Okay, so we have that hand there and the hand here. What I have seen with my naked eyes is the kind of dressing which is there. Where is it coming from? Is it coming from the church or from the families? That's some of this. Okay, let's start with our sister there. We can give her a mic. Yes. Then from there we'll move. Then from there we have another hand this side.
Thank you very much. I think as youths of nowadays, we dress indecent, thinking maybe, I don't know, but before you come home to church, you think dressing indecent coming to church, that's where you find your partners. You think dressing things that are tight, you drive attention of other people to see that, oh, that one is looking nice. That one today is looking good. Imagine God was just there in front and you are dressing something that is not even below your knees. Is that how you dress when you are with your parents?
So why do you dress like that?
I don't know. We think dressing and decent, we look good, like we drive people's attention so that they could love us, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yes, but just an encouragement. We should be dressing decent in the house of the Lord.
Okay, thank you. So the issue is attraction. You want to attract the young men who have eyes but they cannot see. That's what you say. They have eyes but they cannot what? So you have to dress in such a way so that their eyes can be what? Oh, okay. Very interesting. Let's come to this side. Yes, beloved sister.
Good afternoon, Pastor.
Thank you so much.
I think it's because of our parents. They buy for us those dresses we dress. That's the truth. It's all about parents.
So the blame is going to parents.
Yes, Pastor.
Okay.
Imagine sometimes what man say
Okay.
is pinky. My parents are malengesa.
Okay. All right. Aha. So here, the issue, according to my sister, she's saying they want to blame. They want to blame our what? Parents. Okay, parents are here. They are going to give the counsel. Before you speak, my elder, let me just entertain another. Yes, down there. You can give her a mic. This kind of thing. We are talking about this kind of thing.
I think it's all about fashion trends.
Okay, let's see here. Let's get it. Yes, go ahead, my sister.
I think it's all about fashion trends, what is trending at that moment. So as youths, we feel like if you don't pass through that, maybe you are remaining behind. And also the thing of letting our children get used to watching certain things. Your child is on phone, you don't know what they are watching there. And also the people that are found them, they dress the same way. So they feel like them, if they dress differently, it's going to put them in a different category. So I think it's fashion trends. Because if I remember very well, some years back, at church we never used to wear, especially here in SDA, we never used to wear earrings. We never used to wear tight clothes. But this time around, things have changed. That one time I went to, I'll mention the church. I once visited Brentwood. And then what I found there, I was like, is this SDA or maybe I'm somewhere else? So I think it's about fashion trends. That's what I
Fashion trends, eh? Okay. There was another hand somewhere, the last one. Then we see, we move forward. Sorry? The youths. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Pastor. So, looking at the question that is at hand, I think I would go for 50-50 chances. In the sense that parents, there's an obligation that is given to parents to train up the children in the way they should go so that when they grow up, they shouldn't depart from the word. So meaning, even as a child is growing, let's take, for instance, a child is 5 years old. The way, like my sister came out, you are plaiting this child maybe pink, what do you call that? Yes, hair. And do you expect the child to change even after they get to be in 20s and 30s somewhere there? They can't change because that's the way they were brought up. And again, on the other hand, I said 50% blame to the parents and 50% to children because as children, we've been given also an obligation to obey our parents for this is right, so that our days can be long on earth, right? So we tend to move with fashion, and we tend to move with peer pressure just because my friend has got this type of clothes and the parents don't care about what they do, then we tend to also follow suit. So this subject is, I think I can say it's 50-50 chances.
50-50,
Yeah.
according to you. Okay, 50-50. Let me give chance now to the parents to respond on this one. We don't want to take much time. Okay. Are you a parent?
Yes, I am.
No, if you are a parent, hold on. We want the youths.
Before he comes in,
Uh-huh.
you want to give him.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Yes. From my end, of course.
By the way,
on the
since
other
you are,
part,
you are
Yes.
standing in between, you are neither a youth nor a parent.
I'm either of the two.
Okay. Okay, you are a parent.
Yes.
So which one? Are you speaking on behalf of the youth or the parents?
I'm speaking on both, and also
We
as a
just-
church member.
Okay, let's go ahead.
So, speaking as a church member, I have actually noticed a problem. People will say that the SDA of those days
Yeah.
and the SDA of nowadays.
Okay.
So, from the church member point of view, I'm seeing that the church pastor has relaxed on teaching on Adventist behavior.
By the way, sorry
dressing.
for interjection. You are saying the church, we are talking about the leaders or the church in general?
The church in general, pastor.
Okay.
The church in general, pastor. That's why I said people out there will say the SDA of those days. When you see an SDA walking, you tell that this is an SDA. The same way we are somehow able to tell that this one Jehovah's Witness when they are walking. We're able to tell. The same way we're able to tell was the way people were able to define us that time that this one is an Adventist. At the moment, because of the relax, which I said that we have relaxed on teaching on those morals and have allowed a situation where they have talked of the new things that are coming and that fashion, yes, that we continue to move with fashion. Some time back, I would remember my mother there, Madam Chitaru, she had actually that authority to go and cover someone who she see that is not dressed properly. But nowadays, she does that. You hear the uproar from both the adults or the elderly and the person that is being dealt with. You see, people who rise against such a person to say that it's a freedom and you can do, or salvation does not come on that. And on my part, I think we need to revive ourselves as a church. On most of the fronts, somehow we have relaxed on teaching some of the things that are defining us as a church. We have relaxed. We are both on the world point of view as well as on the church, lukewarm, the church of Laodicea, which is neither hot nor cold.
Thank you so much. Let me get the reaction from our parents who are here. We'll start from this side. There's a hand there, and then from there we'll proceed. Yes.
Thank you, Pastor. I just want to disagree with what Rusa said. That
listen. I don't know whether your mic is loud.
Yes, Pastor, because the blame was mostly on the parents. I'll tell my child, this is not how you are supposed to dress. And here is a child who lives home nicely dressed. And while the parent doesn't know that she has carried extra clothes in her bag, hidden, going out from school. After she knocks off from school, he changed the clothes from the uniform to put on another uniform. Can that blame go to the parent? Frankly speaking, it cannot. Because your parent has told you, this is how you are supposed to be. But you yourself, you want to be more clever than your parent. That's why you find that most of the time, you find yourselves, you are in problem. Because you have seen that, these old men, these old women, there's nothing that we can copy from them. Because you want to move with the wind. You want to move with fashion. You want to move with things. That's why you find yourself, you are in problems. For example, like the picture which is there. That picture which is there, you attract people to rape you. You attract people to do bad things on you because of the way you have not respected yourself. Olden days, you can't see a lady dressed in that way. No. That's why even on us, I'll talk because you are here as youths and as parents. Before they said, even before you get married, you don't need to know what you are going to do there. But today you are there saying, practice makes perfect. And what do? If a man's, does something from you, he will leave you and go to another person. And again you will say, no, it's the parents who has done that. No. Get what your parents are teaching you. Do the right thing at the right time. Then you will see that things will be well. In town, there are dresses, short, long, and medium. If you go in town to buy a dress, your parents have given you the money. Here's the money. You have grown. And maybe you are 18 years. Your parents has given you money to go to Kamwala, to go to East Park, to go and buy a dress. You know that my father is an elder. My mother, she's a Dorcas reader. Which dress am I going to buy? And then you go and buy a dress that reaches here. And then you come and say, it's my parent who has taught me this. Let's be realistic and let's be frank.
Thank you very much, Elder, for your next behind there. There's my elder there.
Wow, thank you, Pastor. My perception is, believe you me, the world has turned 360 degrees from the old face it used to be to date. If you check on the statistics for the introduction of the ICT, it is actually that's what has, okay, thank you. It's actually that's what has now occupied our space, including in our own homes. Check the yesterday's statistics that was released from 2 million to 24 billion of people that are using smartphones. That's not a joke. As a result, each one who has a smartphone, he has access to see, he or she has an access to see what is happening even in America when you are here. I have a son, he's taller than me. I have taught him, and him being like in my youthful arrangement, I've beaten him, I've done whatever that I can. But I would bring him, he sits there in front, there by the back there.
Is he around?
He's not around as
okay.
at now. By the time I'll sit there with church choir, he leaves. Somebody calls me around 17 hours, I found your son in Kamara South.
Okay.
You see now? So it's neither my problem, neither the church's problem. We are doing what we can. And actually, if I have a statistic of the pastor's children that are drinking, that are heavyweight drunkards, you'll be shocked if I tell you.
Sure.
Of which is not even necessary, but the world is a world which has turned. It has actually evolved, not even turning, it has evolved 360 degrees.
Okay.
Sure, sir. So
thank you.
The blame on who and such, it is actually left on the plain ground to say.
There's no one to blame here.
And no, they have each the space to choose as at now. Even if you choose for them, they will not follow you.
Okay. Thank you so much. My elder there, and then we progress. We know we need to go into groups. We break into groups. So you can give him the mic. But what we are talking about is very serious. This has brought what we call moral degradation. Moral what? Degradation. Problem. Even in the church, these issues. And go ahead, Elder.
Thank you, Pastor. The powers of the parents have been withdrawn by a certain, maybe I don't know if it's as human rights. This time, if you discipline a child in your home, you'll be called by police. They will come and visit you. There was a time.
Sorry,
listen.
Excuse me, Elder. At your police. Your police. Why you for Balanda? Oh, okay.
Last time, when the late President Mwanawasa was the president, There was a certain lady, they tore her clothes in Kurima Tower. And I was there myself. Immediately when the news went out, the first lady, Maureen Mwanawasa, came up and said, those who did that, police, can you go and arrest them? They have got a right to dress whatever they want. From that time, our ladies started dressing badly. Because there is nobody now who attack them or whatever, who will say anything. This time, again, in your home, if you start beating a child, or you are a teacher, you beat a child, you'll be visited by the police. Because they have got what? Human rights. Human rights have got powers more than a parent. Thank you.
Thank you, Elder. Behind.
Should I add on, Pastor?
Oh, okay, you can go ahead since you already have the mic with you.
Pastor, it is very true that the media has also contributed. The parents, we have also contributed because of the fashion. It is very true. Because I remember the time I was growing, my father, the late Mr. Chansonso Daniel, he trained me in the way I should grow. And the fear of the Lord, he told me that that was the beginning of what? Wisdom. When I passed in Form 1, I was sent to Chinsari Girls. When I went there, I said, there is nothing I'm giving you as a present. I'm giving you the Bible. And when you go there, when you remember of me as your father, open Proverbs, then you'll be talking to me. When I reached Chinsari Girls, the dressing, the way I've dressed today, this is what my father wanted me to be dressing. I reached Chinsari Girls. We were all girls, but we had Kenneth Kaunda. We had them picker boys. So I started, Pastor, trying to reduce. So that I can fit.
Okay.
But I tried. When I remembered my father, I had to open Proverbs. And the book, immediately, the book was speaking to me as if it was Mr. Chansonso. I said, so this is what it is. Then I had to close the Bible. But I never parted away from the teaching of my father. Pastor, I'm going to give the example elsewhere. I will give the example of this church, Kabwata Church. The way my son there, Mordecai, said, we used to give discipline according to the Proverbs, according to the teachings of that days. You advise the lady, no, this is not the way, my daughter, this is not the way. But as time went by, the class, the social, the classes come in, these are low classes, middle, there. Levels changed. You try to talk to this one, the child will go and report to Sister Chitalu. Then Sister Chitalu will be approached by the honor of the parent and the child, and the mother will tell you off to say, this is the last day. Last time I'm talking to you. Next time I will advise my daughter to buy a Simon for you. Because you are not there to control. It's me, the church of God, not outside. Pastor, I have also seen, I'm more than 60 years. I have seen enough. I have seen this church allowing the pathfinders coming in trousers, which never happened. And the teacher will stand in front and teaching without advising the young ones. train up a child munganda mwabafuika amatoloshi alina 10 years 11 years akesa chinja bufi.
Thank you so much. Next, elder. Then you'll be the last one. Time, yes.
Yes, yeah, thank you very much.
This subject needed more time.
Yes.
Are we together, saints?
Yes.
Yeah, to exhaust everything, we needed more time. But then we'll continue next time.
Yes, Pastor. Yeah,
Yes,
this is
yes.
a very important question. Why is it there is the indecent dressing among the youth in the church? This problem, Pastor, is a big problem and is multifaceted. There are so many issues surrounding this one. But I just want to mention one of them, which is taking up our young people to dress the way they dress. It's peer pressure. As parents, you may do your part to advise the children in the manner that they should dress and in the manner that they should conduct themselves. But when they go out there in the community, as they mingle with their friends, they would like to be like their friends. And so there isn't that in their minds to say they need to be separate. And so like it was with the children of Israel at that time, during Samuel's time, when they said that we would like to be like other nations who are surrounding us. So that is what is destroying our young people. And so they end up following what their peers are dressing and they are led astray. Thank you.
Thank you, elder. You are now the last one, my elder. Oh, okay, sister, who give a chance, our director. Let the director speak, then you close.
Thank you so much. The aspect of us parents, I think we have a role to play, and that is why, just like you read, that moral degradation actually can be traced so much back to our homes. It's true that somehow as parents, truth be told, we are sleeping. The way the world is now compared to the way it was way back, things are just, the world is just something else. And yet when you look back, yes, our parents had time for us children. When you look at currently what is happening, most of us, especially us mothers, we go for work. And we spend most of the time at work. By the time you're going in the evening, you don't even know what has been happening throughout the day. By the time we realize sometimes it's too late, especially for our children. We try to catch up, it's too late because we are too busy. Way back it was better because our parents were, especially mothers, were at home. And so they would, any problem, they were able to see and they would pick it and they would start correcting. So just from the dressing, when you look at work, our children cannot even do basic work. It's because we parents, we are not there, we are no longer there. And the main worry is that we teach our children to fear us parents and not to fear God. And that is why in our homes they will behave better. It's pretensing. When they go out there because they feared us, they will do things worse than they can even do. Because when they go out, especially as they come to colleges, to universities, us who are with the students, when you ask them, they'll tell you, at home, yes, my father is the elder, is the pastor. There's no freedom, and I don't want to disappoint them. But here I am, I'm free. But the moment they learn that it's about God more, who is our father and not them. I remember our father would tell us, where you are going there in school, where you are going, we will not be there. But remember, there is God who watches whatever you see. Even when we are walking in my mind, I would say, if my parents are not here, above all, it is God who watches. I think if we can empower them to see that they should fear God who sees, unlike man who they will try to please and they cannot even manage, maybe to help. Otherwise, even as parents, to a greater extent, we are to blame. We are too busy, and we're not there for our children.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are too busy as parents, eh? Seriously.
I'll be very quick, Pastor. Thank you.
In
addition to what Sister Chitaro had mentioned, where as members of the church you try to correct someone, you hear a reprisal from the other quarters. Now, in addition to that, it has happened. This is a reality here at Kabwata and other places where we've been meeting as church members, where a member of the church approaches another person to try and correct on the dressing and other issues, then you would hear some criticism. Not only did it come from church members, Pastor, we have incidences where the leadership, we have been changing speakers here, pastors, etc., etc. People have stood here to criticize church members saying, if somebody is dressed badly, don't do anything. Let them come, they will learn as time goes by. That learning they're talking about, eventually they end up influencing others to do the wrong thing. No, that has been coming from the leadership. That is coming from it comes from... Some pastors. No, those are reality. So, Pastor, with that kind of situation, we see a situation therefore where some members, even the pastors are supporting it. Okay. So how can another person correct them? It's difficult. Because going by that question, indecent dressing among the youth in the church, if the church members hear that some speakers here are supporting that kind of approach, it's difficult for another person to correct them. So unless maybe the teaching is properly understood, properly standardized, then from there maybe the correction will be effective. Otherwise, another person who will try to talk to another person about these things will be called different names. I end there, Pastor. Thank you. Thank you very much. Because of time, we'll end here. Now, the final counsel to the young people who are here. Are we together? Oh, this is the one, eh? This is serious. Quality, quality. Final. That kind of dressing. This way. The disaster. Disaster. So, our beloved youths, the council, those of us who are here, we've heard the counsel from the leaders, and not from the leaders only, but from the church and the Bible itself. It's better you live according to thus saith the Lord. Are we together? We have good examples from the Bible. Look at Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They were in the foreign land. They knew the God they were serving. They could not bow down before the graven image. They said, as far as we are concerned, even Daniel himself, where we are coming from, we have been taught good morals. We cannot change here in the foreign land. So, let's go by the word of the Lord. Thus says the Lord. Anyway, we will next time we'll exhaust our lesson. May God bless us. Amen. Sorry? Let me hand over to the chairperson. Do we have people who dress like this in the church? Yes. They are here. Yes. Some are Dorcas mothers, not Dorcas mothers. I was shocked. One day, I met a Dorcas mother. Trousers and the tight thing. So she saw me. Okay. Yeah, no. That was Sabbath Christianity. It should be the whole week. I'll be quick. As we said, the classes as follows. We have Elder Vincent Mufungula to take the people who are married. Now, I just said 1 year that time. You should actually from 1 day to 10 years. Elder Vincent Mufungula. Are you in Elder? Huh? Oh, okay. Elder Mufungula is there. So those who are married for 1 day to 10 years, you can please take around him, then you find a place where to sit. The next grouping is led by the pastor. That is those who have been married for 10 years and above 10 years. The pastor will take you. The next group, Elder Munalula's group, where Elder Munalula will pick the youths and the singles. We just revised a bit. Youths and the singles. Please see Elder Munalula. Elder Munalula, are you in or you're in the office? Okay, we'll call him to come along. Elder Munalula for youths and singles. Then Elder Ntinga will take single parents. That's a correction, eh? Single parents and divorcees. You go with the Elder Ntinga. Elder Ntinga, are you there? Ewodanchinga, where are you? Oh, he's there. He's there. So please, those who are single parents and divorcees, see Ewodanchinga, then you find a place. Then finally, the final group, Brother Kalua will check the widows and widowers. Brother Kalua? Wakalua? Are you going to Wakalua? Maybe he's outside. Okay, we shall look for him. So those are widows and widowers. So this is all. So Wakorista Kulibe, quickly, time is finished. You can assemble those two, and then we get started. Ewodanchinga is there. Okay, and others there. So please join the teams. Leaders, once more, stand up and call your teams so they can see where you're seated, then you get started. Okay? Ewodanchinga is there. Ewodanchinga is there. So, Munarula, I think, is in the office. We'll call him to come out. And Kalua, how are you? Okay, you can stay around here. We'll tell him to come here. So, you can start moving. Okay, I'm not going to come in. Vincent Mufungulwa, 1 day to 10 years, he's there. Those of you, please, who qualify in that, you can go circle around him. You agree on where to sit. Our pastor, above 10 years, I don't know where the pastor wants to sit. For those who are married for 10 years and above. Okay, the pastor is here meantime. You agree? The next group, Ewodamunalula, for youths and singles. Youths and singles. Sorry? Okay, maybe to make it easier. Yeah, singles, others just come and sit here. Where do you want to sit? Just here. Yeah, I've said those who are from Mufungula, please, you can go and circle around him. That's one. Ewodanchinga is here. Please be with him. Where do you want to sit? Singles, single parents and divorcees under the tree outside where the Amo usually sits. You can follow Ewodanchinga. Follow Ewodanchinga, please. Single parents and divorcees. Now I'm talking in Mankala and how is it, huh? Sister Daka, where are you? Okay, then Dakalua is not in. Maybe Dakalua for now, those for Dakalua's group, divorcees and the widows, widows and the widows, you can remain in this side. When it comes to time to come and join you there. Huh? You can start moving, please. Time is finishing. You mean the rest don't know where to go? Yes? We said youth and singles, Ewodamunalula. Sit here for now. When he comes, you will tell him to come and join, to pick you from there. Yes.